Friday update. This is February 6th. Crazy how quickly the time is flying. I guess the big news this week is the Super Bowl, which is literally down the street from us here at Heavenly Greens. If I go back to my window, actually, if those trees were a little bit lower, I'd be able to see one of the structures over where the Santa Clara Stadium is. But that's kind of the big news coming out of this area. Not a lot of crazy trend data to tell you, but we are going to talk a little bit about the nuance of why the Super Bowl and artificial grass is kind of an interesting topic. And I'll get into that a little bit later in this call, but or I guess this video. But Andrew, you helped us solve a really big problem this week with our new partnership with Costco. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday or whenever you're watching this. So I'm going to show my screen in a second. But yeah, so Heavenly Greens started a partnership with Costco late last year. That kind of came into fruition really over the Christmas break. We spent a lot of man hours doing what you're going to see. But you know, it's kind of, Costco is a big company, obviously, and the way they do things hasn't really changed in probably decades. So a lot of antiquated systems, a lot of paper, not a lot of automation when interacting with partners like Heavenly Greens. So what we did, of course, being a great, we love our systems, we've taken it so that when they send out lead notifications via email, we are able to inject those into AGM automatically through Zapier. If you're not familiar with Zapier, it's just basically a tool that can connect a lot of things together. So that leads get automatically injected into into AGM, tagged as Costco. And then the call center there at Heavenly Greens is able to go and see those leads instantly and reach out to book appointments. So it really minimizes the amount of things that your staff need to be involved with by implementing these kind of systems. Not having to look at email and get distracted, and then everything else. Living inside a business system like AGM lets them be efficient and get their jobs done in the best way possible. And of course, we know speed to lead after I think last week's call, and you've heard us talk about it, is so critical. So the faster you can get on the phone, send a text, send an email to someone to book.
I saw a stat recently, 386% more likely to book the appointment within the first 2 minutes of calling somebody back.
Exactly. Yep.
Cool. What are you going to show us?
So let me show you. So obviously we've got that. We've got the appointment process that, you know, is part of AGM. But one of the things we did, and we're pretty proud of, is being able to digitize this entire contract system, right? So let me see if I can just make this a little bigger. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so this is just a test one we did with Tim, Troy's business partner at Heavenly Greens. So obviously there's a lot of dummy data in here. But we can kind of see how on the page here, we had to actually, I had to actually go in and take a PDF version of this contract and create it here in AGM because they just didn't have it. So what you're seeing here is literally man hours of creating it. But things you may see in here is like this date, this amount down here. These are all custom fields we've captured and put into this contract.
Where your mouse is kind of hard to see, but I think what you're really getting at is the granularity within this contract was kind of custom built, and anyone who's using AGM probably won't be at this level of detail, but now all of the contracts are completely housed and built inside of AGM.
Yeah, exactly. And there's obviously a ton of stuff here, but the things you guys would probably be really interested in seeing is the work order side of it. So how we actually capture the products that the
that is a really good point.
Customer wants to see. So let's go. It's all the way down to this last page, basically. So this is where your actual contracts, if you become an AGM subscriber, could start to look like and be pieced together. We've got a template. It's a little different to this, but you'll get the idea. So we can put in all the business information and the customer information, and then the description of products is where it kind of gets really cool. So we can put in, you know, the product, the square footage, where that's going. And this is all information that was added by the salesperson in the process. And then it's compiled here into the work order or the contract for the customer.
I think another way to really say this, Andrew, is, yeah, this is beautiful. It looks fabulous. But the way that this data got in here was actually a simple form that the salesperson fills out,
Yep.
and the data is then synthesized and put in this format,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yep. Exactly. Thank you, Troy, for turning it into installation speak.
Yeah,
um,
because half the guys and gals listening to this don't give a rip what it looks like, as long
yep.
as it's in there and the
Yep.
contract is signable, right?
Exactly. And capturing that information is actually, it sounds a lot harder than it is. So you
Yeah.
got to put it into something anyway. So why not put it into something that is going to present it in a way that your clients and customers and your salespeople are going to be like, that was easy, that looks great, and it makes sense.
And
So that's a big,
you were kind of sharing this idea with Jack this week, and he
yeah.
was blown away with the complexity that we can do now. So
Yeah, and after Jack's one of our clients, had been a long-term client and user of AGM, but again, things have evolved so much since they started using it in the early days, that what they're using now as an outside system is actually inferior to what we've now developed inside AGM. So we're in the process over the next 2 weeks at the most. So by our goals by February 20th, so 2 weeks from today, to have them fully up and running with the brand new version of AGM, and be able to do everything inside. And that means getting rid of a subscription they're paying for in addition to this. So that's just keeping things in one place, saving some money, and that's what this is all about.
And just so that we don't bore everybody to death here with this PDF, the idea here is everything's concise, everything's centralized, and now it's an output. It's a document that is a signable document. The DocuSign subscription goes away, and everything is now transacted inside of AGM. There's an output format on here, and I don't know how much you're going to show, Andrew, but essentially. At Heavenly Greens, we send a link out to our installation crew, and that's what we're building here. So it's a job build without all the vital information, but the crew is able to tell what the job is about, the type of materials, the access, the drawing, the nuances of how much removal, what to do with the sprinklers. All the details of a project is now digitized, and it's available in the app, which is super cool.
Yeah. And you can obviously, we've got a whole documents and contracts area that all gets stored in, but it actually gets associated and put into your contacts record as well. So you can just go to your contact and you can see all the documents. Because some of the other things that we've sent out specifically for Costco right now, but this is something we can do for any product that you have, is a specs and warranty sheet. So we can send that out uniquely, just via email. And that way the customer can get that information, have it, and it gets associated with the contact as well. So there's a lot of fun things that when you talk to us that we can help you implement and make your lives just easier.
It's not necessarily a trend report story, but we're super excited about it because this is far beyond what the original contract that's in play right now was able to do. So now we have, and I wouldn't say infinite, but we have a significantly more capable and robust contract builder than we had before. Pretty
Absolutely.
cool. Nice work. Nice work.
Yeah, no, it's been good, but I can't wait for it to be used. We should start next week, right? I think it's starting next week.
Yeah, exactly. Next week.
Awesome. So
cool.
Stay tuned for updates on it.
Yeah, we'll have different videos for that because it's overwhelming. Yeah, I love it. Awesome. Let's switch gears over to kind of what we are trying to do every week is really talk about a few things. Talk about AI, which I've kind of left off there. There's a lot going on in the AI space if you're not following it in this Claudebot arena, and if you've heard about it, I might as well just actually do that. Can I share this? Let me just do it really quick because this is super funny and weird in a way. I'm going to replace that with this. And what happened about 3 weeks ago now, is somebody built a interface that allowed people who build AI agents to create an AI agent only social media platform. So imagine you've built an AI bot, and your AI bot has been given access to this, what they call Molt Book. And this is now a social media platform for AI agents. What does that mean? That means that these AI agents, now there's almost 1.8 million of them in here, and they are actually the ones posting. This isn't a Facebook human social interaction. This is literally AI bots. And I'm going to show you something that popped up about 5 minutes ago. This is Sarah Connor inquiry. Some AI bot wants to know where Sarah Connor is. And if you don't know who Sarah Connor is, Sarah Connor was the heroine of the Terminator, the original Terminator. So it's absolutely hilarious that an AI bot is looking for Sarah Connor on
Is
this.
that Skynet looking for her?
Exactly. It's Skynet, dude. And so there is insanity happening here, that I would encourage you to go and look and see what these people are what these calling them people. They're not people. These are literally AI bots communicating with each other. And as things have gotten crazier and crazier with this space, people have downloaded. Totally even forget the name of it. It had to change a few times. It started with Claude Bot, but it's a little lobster icon, and people have been downloading this onto their systems and not putting proper guardrails in, giving these AI bots open AI keys and other AI keys, and they're going out and building and connecting, and people have lost password control, and it's insanity what's been happening here. That's why I wanted to kind of tell you about it. I'll go maybe a little deeper dive on the monthly report, but here's where things start to get even weirder. So now I want to show you this. This is an equally bizarre website that just came up, where AIs have now gone out and developed a way for the AIs to rent a human. Let me rephrase that. Now you can rent, the AIs are looking for humans. You can be the human that goes on here and rent yourself to an AI system. It's insane. Absolutely insane. And look, it says available humans. These are humans who have put themselves on this platform to get work from AI agents. Insane. Absolutely insane. All right. This is a rabbit hole that can go on forever. Let me get us back to reality here. Okay. So we are 13 minutes into this 30-minute max ever situation. So I am going to click back over here, make sure I'm on the right one. By the way, let me share this one more time. Getting really comfortable using this awesome platform, which is
Restream.
Restream. This
Not a paid product endorsement for Restream.
This is the weekly PDF actually that we produce, and all of the information that we're presenting on the slide deck is actually from a PDF, which has all of the source links and everything inside here. And that's what is building this report for us. So I wanted to just give you that idea so you know where our content's coming from. And let's get into this. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, the big story here this week is actually the Super Bowl, but these are the four lead stories. So the economics of the football grass is really what the story is. It's an $800,000 temporary installation at Levi Stadium, and it really does showcase the costs of artificial grass, or I'm sorry, real turf versus artificial grass, because what's going to happen is this is going to be played on for 4 or 5 hours and literally replaced, ripped out, and they've got to put new turf in, new grass, because Levi's is a real grass stadium. And if you think about that, how many average people have that kind of money to be able to go replace their grass at that level and that cost? It's pretty remarkable. And the story that's linked in here talks about a lot of that. California compliance has gone live. So AB 1423 enforcement has begun. this is another bizarre California law, and essentially they are going to police turf that either has been certified to the level of the PIFA restrictions, or in some cases, the details are added PIFAs. Bizarre, but it's now in market or active. And then we saw a little bit of a change in the trend report from January that I produced. The data analysis coming out now is showcasing for the first time in about 3 years that residential and commercial artificial turf installs are actually the leader, outpacing sports for the first time in 3 to 4 years, which is amazing. And then it says one polymer revolution. It's just all about how the industry globally is trying to the PIFA challenge. This is more information about what I was mentioning earlier about the disposable field at Levi Stadium. These are the timelines for the enforcement of AB 1423, and there's links in the accompanying PDF down below in the description. Also, if you're getting this by email, it's there as well. And this is the trend of where we're seeing the majority of the growth coming for the industry. And you can't really see it, but down here is for the first time in 3 years, residential and commercial landscaping has overtaken sports as the primary north driver, which is awesome, right? If we're in the install side of the business. And then this is the polymer discussion. A little bit of a rabbit hole there, but at the end of the day, the industry is really, really trying to make the moves on being compliant because it's something that needs to happen. But moreover, the large markets like California are really pushing it. Timelines on some things that have happened in the industry. And then this is just another little quick screenshot of what the drivers are of the industry and how regulatory is becoming an issue. And then the storyline on turf at the Super Bowl effect. What it's really suggesting is a 22% week over week increase in residential inquiries. They're projecting because of the awareness of this cost. They're saying that, and they're saying is the link source is there as well, is that it has the ability to really spike awareness for artificial turf, which is cool. It's kind of an interesting take on the data. And then here are the three themes defining this reporting period. The grass box, which is that $800,000 turf replacement. And then I think I've read that there are NFL teams that are looking to actually go back to regular grass, leaving artificial grass. So the NFL is, I don't know, a little bit of back and forth. Then, of course, the regulatory teeth are coming out because the certifications are supposed to be live and enforceable with some serious fines. I think up to $10,000, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know how they're going to police this with all the rolls of turf coming in to California. However, supposedly new turf, which comes in, where is that? Is that on here?
I think it was something just about public installations. So like schools and public fields and parks and stuff, I think is where it was.
Yeah, you're right here, Andrew. You're absolutely correct. So it's they're going to be looking at contracts so that the turf that it goes into these facilities have the certification that they're looking for. And then, this is talking about growth in the backyard as this sort of halo effect awareness of the cost of the turf field, I guess, is big news. It's going to spur the artificial growth. Maybe this is just a big, pipe dream for the industry. I don't know who wrote that article, but it's interesting to note that that's what they're projecting. And kind of just some things that are kind of ending this report. There are things associated with, I guess, green coated silica. There's a shortage that's showing up in the automated reports that we pull. And that's kind of it. There isn't anything more exciting. This is just a simple weekly overview. We did want to talk a little bit about the technology that we were able to really play around with on the front end with the Costco contracts and the insanity of having to navigate their systems with our systems, and how we were able to actually do that with AGM. I don't know what Andrew's looking at, but Andrew, what else you got?
I'm looking at kids asking questions. Yeah, so joys of working from home. Yeah, really, I think the biggest thing is obviously we've made massive strides. We've got the AGM snapshots fully updated, ready to go for people to sign up. And I think a big thing is just being able to systematize and centralize everything and make it easier for you to run your business. Because obviously there is so much going on outside of your business with outside government influences, economic influences, everything else. Oh, geez. Throwing pens. That you don't need things in your business to make it more complicated as well, right? So being able to easily get reviews and have the AI reply to them, be able to post to all your social media from a single location using the AGM app. All these kind of things, I think, just make your life easier. And
Yeah.
I know it's kind of self-serving to spruik that, but our goal as an agency and as a software company is to make turf installers' lives easier. Because Troy runs a turf company every day; he needs all the help he can get.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing. Yeah, that's true. I'm laughing because we just redid this website, and these are the fakest reviews. These aren't even real. I don't know what these are doing. We have to.
We've got some good reviews. We just need to get them back up there.
Those don't look real. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is because we have added a special offer where it is absolutely zero to get started with us on the reputation management side of things. So if you do not have an automated reputation management component in your business and you want one, this is the one to get. It's built into AGM and it's totally free. There's obviously some limitations with some of the functionality inside the platform because it's free. But what our hope is that we can show you how amazing AI is on the back end for review management and some of the other things that are involved in that. And Andrew, I kind of cut you off. Was there anything else you wanted to add before we wrap this up?
No, I think that's good. I think, these are going to get better. These calls, we're getting our feet. I was in San Jose yesterday at Heavenly Greens to train their sales team on the contract stuff. So we're getting some stuff out to you guys. We're being consistent. So every Friday you'll get something from us, and they're just going to get better and better. And we're going to make sure that we cover all the key things for you guys that you care about.
Yeah, awesome. And thanks a lot, guys, for checking us out. We appreciate you. Even if there is nobody on earth that's going to see this video, we appreciate nobody on earth. This in the description, we'll have the PDF that we're talking about. And then also there is the trend report. So we do a monthly big trend report, which takes all of this information that we kind of talk about during the week. And each week we're going to talk about features and updates and things like that. So thanks a lot for taking the time to check us out today. And with that, I think we're out, Andrew.
Yep. Have a great weekend.